back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
I've got great news for MMA and Donald Cerrone fans alike. Donald Cerrone, after 3 straight losses, most recently to unranked rising star Darren Till, will be returning to the 155-pound lightweight division and also reducing his fight frequency. And I gotta admit, I like this move a lot, man, because Donald Cerrone is known for being the guy that'll fight anyone, anywhere, any place, but that doesn't really work when you're losing, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're coming off of a knockout or when you're coming off of a war, it's just not the best career move to fight again 1 month later versus, you know, anybody, anywhere, literally, anytime. You know, going overseas, fighting people that people don't even know. And I understand anyone, anywhere, anytime, you know, that's just Donald Cerrone, but at this point in his career, he doesn't have to do that anymore. That is Donald Cerrone. That can be, you know, how we all know Donald Cerrone, but the thing is, he's at a place in his career. He's one of the UFC's biggest stars. He's sponsored by Monster Energy. He's sponsored by Budweiser. He's got sponsorships. He's got opportunities outside of fighting. He can lose those opportunities if he goes on a 4 or 5 fight losing streak and loses his UFC contract. I mean, I'm sure he's not going to lose his UFC contract. I'm just saying, if you lose 7 fights in a row because you just want to keep getting back in there and not giving yourself the proper time to recover from a knockout or recover from a war, you're just ready to get back in there, kind of like Michael Bisping versus Kelvin Gastelum. You know, he said he was itching to get back in there because he wanted to recover mentally from his GSP loss, but it's looking like he wasn't physically ready. And I mean, the commission, I don't even think his commission time was up. I think Michael Bisping had like a 30-day medical suspension and fought again in 21 days because that stuff can like be worked out and stuff behind the scenes. But either way, it's just not the smartest thing to do. And I mean, it's not even just the Michael Bisping scenario. It's just common sense, especially with the CTE awareness and just, you know, if you get knocked out today, you're probably not ready to fight 21 days later, or you're not ready to fight 1 month later overseas, or just how some of these fighters are, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a big star, it might just be a little better to slow your career down as much as you want to get back in there. That's why these guys have teams for. And as far as Donald Cerrone is concerned, he was at 170 pounds. He's moving back down to 155 pounds. He said he's waking up at like 175 pounds, so he could kind of do it easy. It's just he wanted to move to 170 because it gives him more time to do the things he loves. Donald Cerrone, we know, likes fucking riding horses, shooting guns, fucking, he's got his own BMF ranch and all type of stuff on top of fighting. He's got other opportunities, other things to do. So fighting at 170 gave him more time to enjoy those, but it kind of has also put you in a comfort zone. You don't have to train as hard. You don't have to focus on your weight, focus on your diet as much. You might take fucking a whole 6-pack of Budweisers instead of just drinking a couple beers, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not worried about your weight. Well, now moving back down to 155, it's looking like Donald Cerrone, and with just reducing his fight frequency, it's looking like Donald Cerrone is going to be taking his career more serious, which is great news, because it probably means he's going to be smarter with the opponents he picks, you know what I'm saying? He's not just going to say, hey, yeah, I'll just fucking fight anybody, anywhere, anytime, because he doesn't have to prove himself to anybody. He doesn't have to prove himself to us, himself, nobody. Donald Cerrone is one of the best fighters on the planet, and he's did it in multiple divisions. He's got big wins in multiple divisions. I mean, I'm looking forward to his next fight at lightweight. I do know before he moved up to lightweight, I believe, like Joe Rogan was saying, he didn't look good cutting down to 155. So I mean, but now we've came farther along with nutritionists and the UFC's Performance Institute and stuff like that. So I think weight cutting issues are kind of getting solved if people do things the right way, and they do have, you know, those services available to them. So, and I think Donald Cerrone, will do that now that he's taken his career, it seems like, more seriously and looking to get back on the winning track. So it is what it is, man. Donald Cerrone's returning to lightweight, and he's probably not going to be fighting 3 or 4 times a year, but that's probably better for his career if he wants to last 5 more years, which he did say, I believe, in this interview with Brendan Schaub. So it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you tab at in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G.